What's going on, guys? On Double Team, we're here with a Sylvan deck profile for the July through August 2014 format. So here we go.
This is basically my final draft of the deck. I took it to locals today. I didn't play the tournament, but I was just dueling around people and stuff. And I pretty much beat everybody. The deck is really broken. Like, it's just really stupid. Because it brings out big monsters, like, really easily. And a lot of decks can't really deal with those big monsters. So,
In other words, Felgrain.
I mean, Hermitry is 27. Sagequay is 26. I mean,
But Felgrain.
that's just a benefit, man. That's a benefit. It's like, nah, it felt. What you want, like, after you get, you establish Felgrain, you really just want to protect, like, really just dominate with Felgrain. So, like, certain cards in the deck are just used so you can just, like, capitalize off of having him on the field. So, let's get the deck profile. We're running 3 Hermitry, 3 Sagequay. Those are just standard in every Sylvan. Only 1 Marshall Leaf and 2 Crucial. I took this route because in testing on DevPro, I always drew clogged hands where you have him, these two together. And you really don't want that because then there's less targets for you to mill. So you play less targets, then you're better off to mill them instead of draw them. And if you do draw them, I mean, you still have other Sylvans, but the fact is you just don't want to draw these guys. And, I mean, you can use it for Mount Sylvania targets, but you don't want to have multiples of them. If you draw them, you're going to draw them in ones, but you're not going to draw multiples because that's just bad. You don't want to do that. 2 Princess Sprout, a standard, it's really broken. 1 Cherry Sprout, this card just promotes too much big plays with Spore, so that's good. And that round up the Silver aspect of the deck. Only 2 Curry Bandit. Sometimes I really don't even want to have 2 because it like appears more than usual. But I mean, you have to run a card, especially when you don't have any other play. But most of the time, you have better plays than Curry Bandit. Like, Curry Bandit is not always the first turn, like, the first thing you see. Like, sometimes it's better, most of the time, it's better plays than Curry Bandit. And sometimes it just sits dead in my hand. I end up putting it back to Sylvania. Or, it really feels like I'm playing 3. So, 2 is just the highest I'll go. But you have to play the card. 2 Longfire, self-explanatory. 1 Blaster. I don't know. I mean, some people are running it, some people don't. This is mixed feelings with that. I just think it gets your big Sylvans in the graveyard, like these. It gets these in the graveyard, and it gets rid of dead Chronos Rules in your hand. It's just an easy pop target, and it's a level 7, so you can overlay with Sage Square. 2 Rose Archer. This card is just too good. I wouldn't play 3, because 2 is just fine. Because you have a lot of draw power, so you see a lot of the 2s a lot. Like, a lot of cards are at 2. You see them more often than you would in any other deck because you speed through your deck so fast with charities. What's it called? Recycling your charity, upstarts and stuff. So it's in the last card, Spore. Spells, the standard. How many spells? There's a standard 12 spells you play in every. Actually, 14 spells you should play in every Sylvan deck. 3 charity. 3 Soul Charge, 3 Upstart, 3 Fertilizer, and only 2 Sylvania, but, I mean, you still should be playing Sylvania. Some people play 3, some people play Terraforming. Terraforming is not a bad idea. I just doing good without it, so why fix it if it's not broke? These just standard, like, I don't even need to explain any of these because they have to be run. Upstarts is just too good. You can stack a charity with Mount Sylvania. And then you could just upstart it and draw it, and you'll have a charity in your hand. And Fertilizer, I mean, if you get that on board for more than 1 turn, it's mostly game. So I don't think none of those cards need to be explained. 1 Dark Hole. I know a lot of people, instead of running Dark Hole, they run Terraforming, but I think if you could clear your opponent's board for free and establish a Felgrain, it's just way too good. It just makes them waste resources when they don't want to use them. 1 Book of Moon, because I don't run any defense. To be honest, Felgrain is my defense. So, Felgrain, my 3 trap cards, are just the best defense I have. So, Book of Moon is just one of the best defensive cards in the game. It's so versatile, you have to run it. Foolish, I don't know. I'm kind of like back and forth with this card, because sometimes it's actually really good. like putting big monsters in the graveyard, like Hermitry and Sage Quid and fertilizing them back. But I mean, it's iffy with that. But you don't. I mean, you can replace this and these two for like another Martial Leaf and Terraforming. But I mean, that's just hasn't been running for me. I'm just gonna keep it. For traps, we run 2 Vanities and 1 Decree. Vanities is at first I didn't run Vanities. I ran 2 Maxis instead, and I don't know what I ran for instead of Decree. But I know I ran 2 Maxis, and Maxi was good with Felgram, but it still doesn't stop OTKs. And some people push to Maxi and actually do damage where you can't play anymore. So using Vanities with a Felgram is basically like basic game. Like if you Vanities their play after they waste all their resources and they can't finish, you're gonna capitalize with that by dominating with your Fertilizer, your Sylvania, and all that. So that's just good. And Decree it's just another Rose Archer. This could be Trap Stun, but I mean I don't know why I like Decree better. I can switch them in and out, but for right now I'm liking Royal Decree. They're both wiretaps. You still can wiretap both, so I don't see like if they don't have the wiretap, like you average during their end phase, they can't wiretap you. So and a lot of people are not running main deck MST no more. So I think the Decree is too good. And Trap Stun could get wiretap like anytime. So for extra deck, 1 equip, mega equip. You rarely go into it, but it's just good to have it. 2 Araya. This card is broken. I mean, you don't really need to. I don't go into it as often because, I mean, I just not my luck. I don't always have a lot of plants to stack. So, but I mean, you don't have to run 2 Araya. 1 Jerkasai. I actually make this more than Araya, which is pretty sad, but I do. 1 Big Eye. 1 Heliopolis. 1 I'll say like really broken. I wouldn't run more than 1, but it kind of replaces the second Felgram. I mean, you don't need 2 Felgram. It's good you have 2 Felgram, but this is like another Felgram. Like if I have 2 can make 2 rank 8s in 1 turn, I'll probably make Alsay in Felgram because Alsay is just an easy bounce, and then if you actually get the card right, you can add it to your hand, or if you want to get it wrong on purpose, then you can just bounce the card on the field. And most likely you're going to be wrong, so, I mean, it's just an easy compose. And then Felgram.
It's called Savage Ray. You're wrong every time.
I'm missing another Felgram, but you don't really need it, but that's what I need, and Giant Grinder. Because Grinder just steals games, it's just way too good. And it makes cards miss timing. So, 1 Black Rose. 1 Crimson Blader, 1 Stardust Dragon, 1 Star Spark, 1 Colossal Fighter, and 1 Leo. And it's just obvious. So, I mean, that's the deck. The deck works really good. I don't know if I really want to keep the deck, just the fact that it's just so popular right now, and I don't usually use popular decks like that. So, I mean, I don't know what I'm going to do with it, but for now, I mean, it's a fun deck to use. It's not easy to run, so if you want to use it, it takes a lot of thinking. A bad misplay can just ruin your whole game. But besides that, the deck is really powerful. And whatever route you want to take, the 3-beat Sylvan route, or I mean whatever route you take, it's going to be good regardless. It's just I think it's more consistent. So.
Alright guys, I'm on Double Team. I'm a Sylvan deck profile. I'm gonna like and subscribe.